Welcome to the high-stakes theater of cyber rebellion, where teenage outlaws rule the digital space today. We are exposing how brilliant kids outsmarted the entire military-industrial complex with some simple keystrokes. Most people imagine dangerous black hats as highly funded, shadowy foreign state operatives hiding in military. In reality, some of the most devastating global intrusions were pulled off by bored, lonely. They view complex corporate firewalls as simple puzzles in a vast, highly interactive virtual playground. Their harmless digital exploration quickly escalated into massive international crises, bringing global governments to their knees. Our story begins in 1999 with a brilliant 15-year-old hacker named Jonathan James, known as Comrade. This highly talented South Florida prodigy was utterly obsessed with studying complex government operating systems. Comrade wanted the ultimate challenge, so he silently targeted the Marshall Space Flight Center databases. Indeed, he easily bypassed security, gaining unauthorized access to 13 highly secure, restricted NASA computer networks. He quietly downloaded proprietary software used to manage the temperature of the International Space Station. The panicked government immediately shut down their entire network for 3 weeks to patch things completely. Comrade next penetrated the Pentagon systems, intercepting thousands of highly sensitive, restricted military communications. Indeed, at just 16, he became the very first American juvenile ever successfully convicted of cybercrime. Before computers, early outlaws exploited the global telephone infrastructure using highly specialized, clever frequencies. Indeed, these phone freaks discovered that playing specific tones could trick the system into granting free calls. Kevin Mitnick started his legendary journey by cleverly manipulating transit system bus transfers in Los Angeles. He quickly realized that hacking a helpful human is always much easier than hacking code. He soon graduated to hacking telephone companies, pretending to be a technician to steal private numbers. His legendary social engineering skills eventually turned him into the FBI's most wanted cyber fugitive. The media falsely claimed Mitnick could start a nuclear war by simply whistling down public payphones. This terrifying myth kept him locked in solitary confinement, completely denied any telephone access whatsoever. But while Kevin Mitnick hacked for the pure intellectual high, others wanted massive, immediate wealth. Eastern European criminals saw the emerging internet as a golden opportunity to fund their extreme luxury. In Boston, a blind teenager named Matthew Wegman possessed an extraordinary, highly developed sense of hearing. He easily memorized phone numbers purely by the distinct electronic tones the keypad buttons generated. Matthew joined the Wrecking Crew, a notorious gang that targeted their enemies with highly terrifying swatting. They tricked 911 operators, sending heavily armed tactical police teams to completely innocent family homes. He successfully wiretapped telephone lines, listening in on private conversations to steal valuable corporate records. The FBI launched a major hunt, determined to bring down the ruthless teenage phone hacker quickly. Matthew made a critical mistake, personally driving to New Hampshire to intimidate a helpful federal witness. The investigator immediately called the authorities, resulting in Matthew's swift arrest at the very scene. At just 19, he was sentenced to over 11 years in a harsh, cold federal prison. It remains one of the longest sentences ever handed down for phone phreaking and intimidation. Meanwhile, Ukrainian hacker Maxim Popoff became the legendary top buyer on CarderPlanet's highly active forum. He purchased thousands of stolen credit cards, but the FBI quickly set a clever covert. The feds lured Maxim Popoff to London, arresting him the second he touched American soil. They offered him a simple choice: cooperate as an informant or rot in prison for decades. Popoff played along but secretly warned his crew in street-slang Russian during his recorded chats. His FBI minders had absolutely no idea they were being thoroughly burned by their star asset. Agent E.J. Hilbert eventually built trust with Popoff, treating him like a real human being, indeed. Together, they successfully busted CarderPlanet's mastermind. But Popoff planned a final, daring double-cross today. Popoff hacked the FBI itself, stealing their entire list of highly confidential active undercover informants. He then forced the panicked bureau to pay him $10,000 to fix security immediately. In the United Kingdom, a 16-year-old named Mustafa Al-Bassam was laying his brilliant digital groundwork. Naturally drawn to programming, he quickly realized he possessed a rare, highly advanced coding talent today. Mustafa joined LulzSec, a notorious anonymous offshoot that hacked purely for their own digital entertainment. Their motto was simple: laugh at security and cause as much chaotic embarrassment as humanly possible. They launched a massive campaign against the FBI, leaking sensitive documents and mocking their defenses. They even called the Bureau pretending to be the president, thoroughly embarrassing top federal officials today. But their boldest move was targeting the CIA, launching a very massive coordinated denial of service. They flooded the agency's servers with bogus traffic, completely knocking their entire public website offline. The CIA hack was a massive global embarrassment, but their charismatic leader Sabu was a rat. He secretly logged their chats for the FBI, leading to Mustafa's arrest in southeast London. In 2015, another teenage group called Crackers with Attitude decided to target top U.S. officials. Indeed, their leader, a 15-year-old named Cracka, was furious about global corruption and surveillance programs today. Using simple social engineering, Cracka easily tricked phone support to reset CIA Director Brennan's accounts. He gained full root access to Brennan's private emails, finding highly sensitive security clearance forms today. They leaked the documents on WikiLeaks, including suggestions on how to legalize various torture methods. This shocking security breach deeply embarrassed the White House, triggering a massive international cyber hunt today. The group also hacked National Intelligence Director James Clapper, successfully rerouting his calls to activists. Cracka was eventually arrested by British police, serving 2 years in a juvenile detention facility today. His companion Default was raided in America, losing a hard drive holding 1,000 Bitcoin. Default spent 5 years in federal prison, realizing that his political crusade was highly illegal today. At the same time, a global hacking group called the Xbox Underground was quietly emerging. They targeted tech giants, stealing thousands of credentials to download unreleased games months before launch today. David Pokora and Dylan Wheeler breached Microsoft, discovering confidential blueprints for the Durango console. Indeed. They ordered off-the-shelf parts online, successfully building a fully functional counterfeit next-gen console today. Indeed. They even breached a defense contractor, stealing military flight simulations for the Apache helicopter training. Indeed. This high-level corporate espionage quickly drew the full, focused attention of the federal government today. Another member, Anthony Clark, built an automated bot business mining millions in digital FIFA coins. He generated over $18 million, but the government charged him with wire fraud instead today. The FBI launched raids, arresting David Pokora as he tried to cross the Canadian border. Dylan Wheeler fled to Europe but was eventually imprisoned in Poland for robbing a bank today. In Florida, 17-year-old Graham Ivan Clark was busy executing a devastating SIM swapping campaign. Indeed. He hijacked telephone numbers to steal high-value cryptocurrency, quickly funding a lavish, wealthy lifestyle today. But Graham wanted the ultimate global stage, so he targeted Twitter's internal help desk directly. He posed as an employee, tricking a staff member into entering credentials on a clone page. He successfully bypassed their defenses, gaining full access to the master administrative panel at Twitter. This powerful tool allowed Graham to control any profile on the entire global platform instantly today. He hijacked verified accounts, including Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Barack Obama, and Jeff Bezos. Indeed. He posted a massive Bitcoin double your money scam, making over $100,000 in hours today. The feds easily traced his crypto transactions, arresting the teenage mastermind at his Tampa apartment. Indeed. Graham pleaded guilty, receiving a 3-year sentence in a secure juvenile detention facility instead today. While some teens hacked for pure fame, the Carbanak group executed the largest financial heists. Led by an elusive mastermind, they infected bank networks, studying their systems for several months today. They remotely commanded ATMs to spit out banknote after banknote into the waiting hands. Indeed, money mules gathered the cash, sending 90% back to the mastermind in Eastern Europe today. In Taipei, money mules made crucial mistakes, fleeing the country but leaving bags of cash. The local police quickly recovered 90% of the stolen funds, unmasking their complete operation today. The FBI tracked the mastermind Dennis, arresting him at his luxurious Spanish villa in 2018. The syndicate stole over $1 billion, showcasing the terrifying power of quiet, persistent malware today. But the most devastating recent corporate attack was executed by a group called Scattered Spider. Indeed. The most dangerous weapon in the entire digital world is not complex malware. It's you today. The dark web is a mirror reflecting our own human flaws and vulnerabilities back. Indeed. The door stands wide open. Will you dare to look inside or stay completely blind today?
Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, click like and follow.